Hey guys, it's Bob. No Rush Homestead. I'm in the shop today working on a little wood project, I guess you could say. My mother-in-law wants a movable pantry that goes beside her refrigerator. She sent me some drawings, kind of something similar to that. And it'll be on wheels so she can fit it in the space next to her refrigerator and be able to pull it out and access canned goods or whatever she's going to put in there. So I've kind of made a sketch, nothing too detailed, just something to keep my measurements straight. And so I'm working on this. I've got a jig set up over here that I'll be able to put the pieces together and do that and screw them together. And then over here, I don't know if any of you guys have used it, but I'm using a Kreg Jig. Let me turn here. This Kreg Jig, you can set it to your drill depth where your stop is to the thickness of your board, and I'm using 3/4 inch board. And then you set this to the thickness of your board. So it's a guide. You drill down and it makes pocket holes. Probably making you guys dizzy here. Makes pocket holes like this to screw the boards together. So it just really makes it simple. Right now what I'm going to do is I've got to rip down another board and cut 2 pieces out of it, cut it to length to finish this square here. So I've got table saw set up, all ready to go. And we'll go take a look at that and get that going and cut this board. Just going to rip it down. I just got to take a 1/4 inch off of it. So to go with my motto of measure twice, cut once, make sure it's the right thing. Right now wood prices are coming down, but it's still not cheap. So I don't want to ruin this. And I am using pine. She wants to paint it white to match her kitchen. So it's not oak or anything. I need a new blade. My blade's getting dull on my saw there. There is the other upright. And I'll show you in just a little bit, but it's actually shorter than the other one because it's going to be against the wall. And this board needs 26.5. Right there, maybe twice, got once so I don't screw it up. I tend to try to hurry on projects. And that's where I make my mistakes and then regret it because it usually costs me more money. So on this jig, I'll try to get this in focus here. What I do, I try to, you just slide it into the jig. I'm trying to get any bend or anything to where when I draw it up into the wood, it'll take the bend out of it. Anyway, this just clamps. I've got it kind of set. I'm going to put 2 holes in each end. And how I've been doing it is I just square up the end with the edge of the board. And then it has 3 holes that I can drill from, and I just go to the middle one. Then I go to the other side. And do the same thing. And it really does make a nice strong joint, and I've had really good luck with them. You can see the pocket holes that it puts in them, and then I always glue my edges, but really makes a nice strong joint and works great. So this will be the bottom board that I just did there, and this one is the top. So, now this one's full thickness because we're going to have a plywood backing. And so it's actually 7 1/4 inches. And then this is just 7 inches. So what I do is just glue the end here a little bit. Just a little wood glue. Maybe. Have it open. Just a little bit of wood glue there, kind of help seal it. And then the only thing that's important, I kind of got some shims in there, but they're too thick. I've got to keep this edge flush. Then I could tell you the big box store that I got this lumber from, Menards, and if you've ever dealt with them, you know their quality of lumber sometimes lacks a little to be desired. So I've got to kind of double clamp it to get it to square up so it's not warped. I'm just wiping off some of the glue that came out. Check my edge, make sure it's still flush. These screws they have, oh, that's blurry, there you go. They have coarse thread for your softwoods, and they're a square head. These are actually jig, brand. And then they have a fine thread for your hardwood. So you can use this on oak or any types of maple, any types of hardwood that you're going to be working with. Just that simple. So I'm just going to let that set a little bit because I got the glue on there. Got those screws in. Shouldn't be an issue there. I'll show you what I just got. A 90-degree clamp here, clamping my two boards at a 90, and then I just have it clamped to an old piece of plywood that I have, using that as my work surface on some sawhorses here. So now, set you guys up out of the way here so I don't whack you with a board. I'm going to take this clamp off, because those screws should hold. Kind of getting everything all thrown in here. Loosen this up. And as you see, it just makes a nice 90. Perfect for what we're going to be doing. Alright, so I set the other boards in my way here. Move them out of my way. And this one will be the back. So I'm going to put it here. I don't have them set yet. I'm just getting everything lined up. So that one's good there. Loosen this one up, move it back just a little. Get my dab of glue. Stay. That. Then I gotta take my clamp. Gotta step it up just a little bit here. A little higher. This board's got some pretty good warp on it. Hold it flush. Take this clamp. Same thing, wipe up the little excess of my glue. Check it first. And I'm going to put a couple screws in it. take this clamp off. So with those pocket holes that I drill in there with the jig, they have plugs that you can put in them when you're done. And then they're either stainable or paintable, whichever one, to match your wood. And then they'll just go in right inside that hole that I drill with the jig, so you won't even notice the hole when it's done. Alright, just wanted to show you those. I wish Kreg Jig sponsored me, but they don't. But I really do like their product. They've got a bunch of good products. Alright, so now this is going to get a little janky, because I've got to take this and invert it so I can put the bottom board in now. What do you think about this? I'm just going to be flush with this one, and then up for the caster on that one. My ceiling a few dozen times, no big deal. Alright, so the same thing, kind of got to get this one lined up. I better put something down there to hold that. I don't want to put too much stress on those screws and that glue joint, or it'll break it. So now, you can slide that to match up with this. There's that. Loosen this. Some wood glue. Clamp again. And this one has really worked. get everything square as much as I can with a Menards board. I mean a board purchased from a box store. Alright, so there is that. So what I got to do now is get it set on this one. So I'm going to leave this clamp on, loosen that up. Take it off once I got it moved over here. So this is the bottom. So casters are going to get mounted to this bottom board. So what I have to do, this one is, this board here is the front. So I got to look to see what my offset needs to be on my sketch here. Inch and a half. Now, not cooperating. Inch and a half. And double check everything here. Inch and a half. This should be a 1/4 inch down. And it is. Okay, so I'll lock this one in position. Loosen this one back up. And here, a little glue. And put this clamp back on. I actually need it lower. It's holding better at the top than it is the bottom. Okay. So check. Inch and a half. Move the little screws. Okay, so now that I've got it, this is that step that I was talking about. Is what we gotta put here is I've got to mount casters. So I've got it a little shorter, an inch shorter to be exact, of what the caster length is. But that way you're not seeing these sticking out. If I did it flush like I did on this side, which is the back, you'd see it hanging out. And I don't know. Not that it matters, but I guess it matters to me. So I'm a little OCD-ish. So that got it squared up. My work surface wasn't quite big enough. I had to modify it with my roller there, but that's what she's going to end up with. This is just the basic frame. I still haven't decided whether I'm going to put adjustable shelves in here. I'd like to put at least 2 permanent shelves in. That way the back, that plywood is what I'm using on the back. I got to rip it down yet. But I'd like to put 2 permanent ones in here. That way at least I'd have something solid to hook the plywood to all the way down. I'll be able to hook it all the way on this board and the bottom and the top, but nothing really on this side on this one. So I'd like to have a couple permanent shelves and then maybe maybe the top and the bottom have some adjustable shelving for. I haven't decided yet, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But just kind of working on the project, and unfortunately I got a meeting tonight, so I just wanted to get it started, getting a layout. I did the sketch, went and bought most of the materials. I still don't have all the materials. When I get it done, I want to put like a trim board on the front to kind of mimic what our kitchen cabinets look like. So I'll have some trim boards here. I might like divide it into 2 cabinets, make it look like 2 cabinets with some pull handles. So I've got yet to get the trim, but that's just the start. And we'll see. First time I ever built one. She thinks I can build anything. I can't, but I'm willing to try. I probably take on more than I should with most things, but I enjoy it. I enjoy working with wood and building things. So a little different than the gardening and chickens that we've had on the channel so far, but I enjoy showing what I'm doing. And like I said, using that Kreg Jig. I don't know how many people use them out there, but they are awesome. Such a time saver. I made this. You see how quick it went together. Just, I've got 8 screws in it now, and I've got a nice firm box made. Put a couple more in the middle, and she's good to go. So thanks for clicking on the video. If you're not, please subscribe and like the video, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks.